What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Dynasty Warriors Origins. Now, in the last video, we saw the fate of the wounded beast.
They say this is an important place, but just look at the fight.
As Xiapi pointed out,
this town has gotten bigger now that I think about it.
Okay, we got a bunch of side quests here, so I'm just gonna do the side quests off camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick them up now. You know, one thing I will kind of criticize about this game is there are a lot of cutscenes.
This is the right place for good grub.
I think there are a lot of cutscenes here that don't really contribute to the story at all. You know?
Why don't we have a meal together? Food's always better with company. Great. Then it's decided. Heck, if we're going to enjoy ourselves, might as well try out a few places. Am I right? Never you fear. All of my go-to spots have food that's too good to resist. Well now, I'll take you around to a few choice eateries. That one over there is good. Same with the one on the corner. After those, we ought to take a stroll over to the edge of town. Happy to hear it. All of them are great, believe you me. And by great, I'm talking tasty, cheap spots where you can kick back and eat in peace. Oh, and they use food harvested from real nice fields. Veggies and potatoes really get tasty when people put their heads together and put in a ton of hard work on the daily. One of the higher-ups might get mad if they heard me say this, but don't you think tending to fields and warfare are kind of similar?
What? Like...
Most definitely. I can't even imagine how hard it will it.
Yeah, like, see what I mean? Like, this contributed nothing to the battle at all. Like, so that's why I'll be skipping a lot of these now. It's because they don't contribute to the story at all.
Excellent.
But let me make sure that
found myself a job.
And see, look at how many of these there are.
Taking a liking to a wanderer named
Look at how many of these there are. Like, they be taking so much time, you know. But I need to make sure that I'm not missing out on finding out my story. I don't see a quest to figure out what happens more about my past. So, with that being said, I'll go on to June U to continue working under Xiapi.
Louis Bu has been defeated, and Yuanchu's power is waning. Clearly, this leaves Yuanshao in Ji Province as our greatest threat.
It's said that he has finally prevailed over GamezNChill, and so now controls all 4 of Hebei's provinces. That makes his faction the most powerful in the land. There is no doubt what he will seek to do next.
Gain control over the Emperor.
We have also been preparing for a final confrontation, but we are hopelessly outmatched. If we make one false move, they'll overwhelm us with their superior numbers.
Oh? I wouldn't have expected that from you. Saying that we will be overwhelmed if we make a false move suggests that you believe we have a chance of winning.
Lord Goja.
I agree with you. No matter how strong Yuanshao may be, there is a road to victory.
Yeah.
I'm glad you think so, but could you explain what that road is?
It's obvious, isn't it? Like, and I don't know if they thought about this back then, right? But you have 1 million soldiers. According to the history books anyway, you have 1 million soldiers, right? How are you going to get them all food? You know, like, you gotta get food for 1 million people who are out there on the battlefield.
Essentially, it comes down to the difference between Lord Cao Cao and Yuanshao. Yuan Shao insists on finding the ideal solutions to problems, and so he is overly cautious. Of course, that can also be a good thing. In times of peace, it might make him a wise ruler, but in these chaotic times, I believe decisiveness is more valuable than prudence. And most crucial of all, Yuan Shao is known to disfavor those who point out his weaknesses. A flaw like that in someone leading such a vast army is bound to create discord.
A fair point. So, are you suggesting he isn't worth worrying about?
I wouldn't go that far, but I do believe there is a more dangerous enemy out there.
Oh, who would that be?
You mean Liu Bei?
Oh,
Lord Cao Cao has a fondness for him, so I shall say no more.
now this is true too. Cao Cao actually did favor Liu Bei as a
What is
friend.
Liu Bei like?
I forgot when things went south. I think it was when Liu Bei decided to go on his own with Zhuge Liang.
You were with him for a long time. I'd like to know more about him.
He's a man of principle, I'll say that, because I ain't gonna call him courageous or
And
honorable.
what principles are those, I ask? After all, the hearts of men are flimsy and fickle things. How much faith can we place in a man who is devoted to something so fragile?
The heart of people, not men, the heart of people. Alright?
Cao Cao seems to think Liu Bei is capable of great things. If he is indeed comparable to Cao Cao, then we must crush him before he gains strength. And if he becomes a heartless monster like Louis Bu, all the more reason to destroy him.
So you don't trust Liu Bei. If this is the only option I have, just let him say it. Why do I have to select it?
Frankly speaking, no. I have to assume that he may be planning something. I heard that while he and Cao Cao dined together the other day, a crash of thunder took him by such surprise that he dropped his chopsticks. And this man is meant to be destined for greatness. Of course I would be suspicious. But at least I now know that you think highly of him. I suppose I'll have to decide his worth for myself.
I still look like I want to kill everybody though. That's kind of...
Nothing has changed since Dong Chuo's rule. Just what is Cao Cao thinking? Treating His Majesty like this?
Well, he is the one with full control over the court. To him, the Emperor is a mere puppet.
I mean, under the Han, when was he not, right? Like, the Imperial Court was the one that ruled everything and caused the Yellow Turban Rebellion. And then when Dong Zhuo stepped up and overthrew the Yellow Turban Rebellion, what happened? The Emperor went into his custody and he ruled everything. Now Cao Cao has him and he's ruling everything. And Yuan Shao wants him. Why? So that he can rule everything. So when is he not a mere puppet? To be honest. And this isn't just for like China. Any ruler of any country out there, you know, you have to beg the question, when are they not just a figurehead, you know?
His Majesty might not speak ill of him in front of us, but surely he must be displeased.
Or perhaps he is afraid because he is unable to discern Cao Cao's intentions.
Have some respect. His Majesty would never fear a charlatan like him.
Well, I am certain our dear Emperor is pained at all the tyrannical deeds committed in his name. Perhaps we should have forgone Cao Cao and entrusted someone with more prestige, like Yuan Shao.
Ah, but I hear that Liu Bei might also be worthy.
Ah, well met. On patrol, I presume?
Oh, it has grown late. Perhaps it would be wise to leave the patrols to the troops and rest.
Who are you to tell me what to do?
Speaking of which, we shall do the same. we bid you good night.
Who are you to tell me what to do, what? Soon thereafter, Yuan Shao showed signs of southward march. In response, Cao Cao deployed his defenses in the fortress of Guandu. As the disgraced Yuan Shu moved to ask Yuan Shao for help, Liu Bei was ordered by Cao Cao to hunt him down. Wait, Liu Bei taking orders? That's right, he did say he was going to be under Cao Cao for a little bit. I still don't see something about anything about my past. So
I'm so hungry.
let me see if nope, the staff still hasn't shown up in the shop. I couldn't buy it now anyway, but oh well. Yeah, I don't see anything about my past, any quest about my past showing up, so we're gonna continue to do the main quest. Let me make absolutely sure though. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Moving on then. What do you want, Guo?
Are you certain, Lord Cao Cao?
I urge you to wait. Giving Liu Bei an army to command is akin to letting a sleeping dragon roam free. The danger cannot be ignored.
Letting a sleeping dragon roam free? I don't get that analogy.
Yes, Liu Bei is a dangerous man. Once he gains strength, he will eventually come to stand in our way. And that is precisely why we cannot leave him in Shu City.
Do you mean...
There is a rumor going around. Unsubstantiated, but troubling.
An unsubstantiated but troubling rumor?
Now I see. Thank you for the report.
Sir!
Ah, what perfect timing. There is something I wanted you to hear before anyone else.
What's that?
It appears there is a plan in motion to assassinate Lord Cao Cao.
What? I've heard as much. Yeah, because I've heard some people talking about it.
We had heard murmurs here and there, but I see we're a step behind you. It appears this plan is coming together, under the name of His Majesty.
The threat is too serious to ignore. I managed to capture and interrogate a few of the schemers, and they all named Liu Bei as a collaborator.
Nah, Liu Bei wouldn't do. He ain't got the guts.
I know it must be difficult to believe, especially given how close you two are.
Liu Bei wouldn't do that though. He wouldn't just assassinate Cao Cao for the Emperor's orders.
But that means that you of all people should know what Liu Bei is like.
Exactly. I know he's not like he's a chump, but he's not like that.
He cannot help but respond to the cries of those in need.
Oh wait, the Emperor's crying?
And given your reaction, it seems we were right. You are not part of their plot. Do forgive us for testing your loyalty in such a way. We're all glad your name has been cleared.
Whether intentional or not, Liu Bei has long been plagued by unsettling rumors. And now this. Lord Cao Cao dismissed Liu Bei under the guise of defeating Yuan Shu.
I am sure Liu Bei has realized as much. It is unlikely he will return to Shu. And so our war with him will begin. This may be difficult for you, but we ask that you be ready.
Yeah, cause so that's how things got started, huh? The schemes around him laid bare. Liu Bei made for Shu province instead of returning to the city. In so doing, he made himself an enemy of Cao Cao. And don't get it twisted, like Cao Cao does not hate Liu Bei. It's just Liu Bei is like in his way of conquest now. So it's like he has no choice.
So, Liu Bei has chosen Shi province. Yuan Shu of Shouchen has already fallen. Then our next opponent will be either Yuan Shao or Liu Bei.
We should focus on defeating Yuan Shao and gaining control of Hubei. Before we battle Yuan Shao, I would advise first reining in Liu Bei.
Liu Bei's forces are small, which makes them quick. While Yuan Shao has your focus, he may strike you from behind. Containing Liu Bei before a battle with Yuan Shao is a viable strategy, especially if we wish to weed out uncertainty.
Then we will attack Xiapi to shake Liu Bei from his seat. I trust you all to see to it that the castle is taken.
And again, as you see, Cao Cao has no hard feelings for against Liu Bei, right? But again, if he's in the way of his conquest, you know, he's gonna do what he has to do. What weapon am I using? Twin axes? What weapon do I need to build up? I think I'll build up. Do I have a serpent blade? I mean a crescent blade? I do have a 204 crescent blade. I'll use that. I think all my skills are set. Yeah. Alright. So, there still isn't anything about my past, right? Right. So let's move on to the next story quest.
What does this piece even look like?
That's sad. That is sad.
Lord Shunyo becomes a different person when he drinks.
That man said,
"What does?"
That boy said, "What does peace even look like?" Well, I can't imagine war times being anything but rough. So now I am assuming that
losing their families as the fighting.
I am assuming that after the game is complete. What? Maw of the Tiger?
We have it better than most just being able to live.
I'm assuming that I can come back and do all this stuff once, you know, the story is complete.
The castle's imposing visage is the only thing that hasn't.
Let's take it.
Let's begin.
Shun Yu, if you would.
Yes.
Of course. We pursued Liu Bei. Now, you know what? Let me say this one sentence how they speak in this game. We pursued Liu Bei, the man who plotted our lord's assassination, to Xiapi Castle in Shu. Yet we received a report that Liu Bei is nowhere to be seen within its walls, and Guan Yu is in command of his forces.
I agree.
Surely Liu Bei's absence is due to an attempt to call for aid. When the time comes, you can expect him outside the walls with reinforcements in tow. We should tread carefully, but as long as Xiapi Castle falls, his forces will be rendered helpless. They will have no one left to return to. No one? Yeah, no one left to return to. Okay, I'm making sure. Let us proceed with the castle's capture, our top priority. Our Lord will take command. I beseech all of you to avoid exposing yourself to danger. Now then, our assault on Xiapi puts us on a collision course with the formidable foe Guan Yu. He is a variable one-man army. To attack him head-on would be the height of a folly. As such, Guojia and I have hatched a plan to lure Guan Yu away from the castle. Xiapi Castle is surrounded by rivers. As such, it is extremely important that they maintain control of their floodgate. An assault near this gate will make Guan Yu wary that we plan to flood them out. he will surely leave the castle to prevent that from happening. That would be our chance to assault Xiapi Castle directly.
Really?
But even if Guan Yu does make for the floodgates, we'll be in real trouble if he returns to the castle right away.
Yes.
Indeed, we will need to stop him in his tracks. This is why it is imperative we assemble the strongest members of our forces. From there, we shall direct them as the situation warrants. If we work together, victory will be within our grasp.
Yes.
Thank you, Junior. Now everyone prepare to deploy. Still, that Guan Yu. It would be a shame if we were to lose his life here. Alright, I got Zhang Liao on my team. We'll take that and move on.
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
I wouldn't say that.
Now go.
What's the point in having victory if everyone you're fighting for is dead? At that point, the cost doesn't matter. I mean, at that point...
Conquer Xiapi and seize Liu Bei's stronghold.
Let's roll.
Be expedient and have no mercy.
The castle gate will be guarded by the infamous Guan Yu. Breaking through will not be easy. I must advise you not to face him head-on. Xiapi Castle is surrounded by rivers. Liu Bei's forces will likely be wary of any attempts to flood it. So, let's test that theory first.
Start the advance!
Start the advance, y'all.
The enemy is targeting the floodgates now. I cannot leave my post here. Liu Bei's family is within the castle walls after all. We just have to believe our allies can handle it themselves.
Has been defeated.
The floodgates are heavily defended. The enemy must fear them being used in an attack.
Yo, boy, you over here getting whooped, son.
Infested. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Whoa. Wait, how are we not taking this place yet? Is there still a general here?
My incredible might! Let's go.
Let's keep pushing, let's keep pushing.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Guan Yu. I've managed to get some reinforcements from Lord Yuan Shao. Let's get serious.
Looking rough.
We caught them unprepared. Now we can strike back against Cao Cao.
Forward march!
Liu Bei! Zhang Fei!
Oh, my brother!
Now it's time for a counterattack!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Got this.
Okay, you want to fight? Let's go.
Far beyond my capabilities.
Let's go. With his indomitable vigor and his refined swordmanship, Lord Guan Yu's strength knows no equal this day.
Good.
The enemy officer
He's here too.
has been defeated.
This is the moment we've been waiting for.
I am ready.
Nice.
Now, let's begin our attack on Liu Bei.
March forward.
My brother was the target all along.
Floodgates. For Liu Bei, Guan Yu will surely be torn. By bringing either to the brink of destruction, we can force him to decide.
Situation.
The enemy officer has
We'll
been
draw
defeated.
Guan Yu away from the castle gates.
Let's go.
With such a cunning plan, we can use their oath of brotherhood against them.
The oath of brotherhood. Well, I'm going for the floodgates at this point.
Let's go.
Man, stop making me call my horse, James.
Got this.
I forgot to unequip that horse.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Wait, twin pikes that are stronger than 204? 216, huh? Well, so much for the...
A lamentable outcome.
Liu Bei defeated Yanjin?
Cannot hold out for much longer.
Got this.
Let me show you how to actually move these boys. Get out of here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
As we go. Have faith in yourself.
Man, stop running like a coward, boy, and fight.
This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
No choice but to retreat.
Man, y'all cowards if y'all can't beat Liu Bei. Hold on, let me go teach this man a lesson.
This is as far as we go. I'm afraid I must retreat.
If the floodgates are taken, the castle will be bound to fall. The defense of the castle is in your hands. I will lead a sortie to drive the enemy back from the floodgates. Advance now! Prepare yourself, Liu Bei. Today I will strike you down and end the misfortune you have caused. I will not allow your plans to come to fruition. By my own blade,
Oh my gosh,
cut
dude.
down anyone who dares attack.
It worked. Now is our chance to take Xiapi Castle.
Well, this is an interesting surprise. Let's find out how much you've learned.
Yeah, let's do that, Zhang Fei.
Disappointed. I did not think it would come to this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this.
Nah, Zhang Fei.
I am ready.
That's right, get him, Zhang Liao. It's over for you, boy.
What is this?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
More of this. We'll finish this another day. Be strong, my brothers, and stay safe. Invested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I place my trust in my sworn brothers.
You place your trust in your sworn brothers, huh?
Do whatever is necessary.
What's a predicament? Even so, I shall not abandon hope. I'm starting to get fatigued. At this rate.
Yes, the resistance is futile.
Come on, Liu Bei.
Yes, the resistance is futile.
Alright, I got something for you, boy. Let's go.
I leave the rest up to you.
Things may not end well for us at this rate.
It is no easy
The
thing
enemy officer
to defy Lord
has been
Cao Cao.
defeated.
We must flee, regroup, and gather our strength. Forgive me, Guan Yu.
And now, it's time I teach Guan Yu a little lesson. Since he's gotten the floodgates. Actually, let me take a pit stop. I'm about to say, let me take a pit stop and grab some man, get off this horse. That's ridiculous. Alright. Get off of me.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer
is within the
has
castle
been
walls?
defeated.
Does this mean Lord Guan Yu was defeated? The foe is wavering. This is our chance to renew the assault on the
The
castle.
enemy officer has been defeated.
Nah, boy. Bro, if they make me call my, you know what? Can I can't remove it. That is so stupid, man.
expected more out of an officer.
If this is the best they can offer, we'll soon prevail.
Reporting! Cao Cao's forces are inside Xiapi Castle! Lord Guan Yu, you must return to the castle!
So the attack of the floodgates was a diversion. I cannot allow this. I must return to the castle quickly.
Yeah, so what? They gonna make him just be invincible now?
Subterfuge. Hurry! Take control of the castle.
Yeah, now he just doesn't take damage anymore. That's so stupid.
Is the castle still ours? Hang on, brave defenders. I am coming.
That's so dumb. Oh, now we're gonna make it so he doesn't take damage at all. What is that? What was that?
Unprepared. Careless to fall for the enemy's trickery. By this blade,
the enemy officer
for my
has been defeated.
Even the mightiest grow tired at some point. Now is the time to act, while Guan Yu is on the back foot.
We have
the enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
I was about to say, let's not back down yet. Let's keep it going.
An opening.
I almost got my true warrior mode.
This appears to be as far as we go.
An opening. Let's go.
Oh my god.
I've been waiting for this.
I got the true warrior mode. Let's go.
An opening. Oh my
And I gained all my health back from that.
An opening. An opening.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
An opening. Let's cover some ground. Amazing. You are a swift and deadly warrior.
It's over, Guan Yu.
There we go.
You know what? Zhang Liao, you get in.
My sworn brother entrusted me with the castle's defense. So I will fight to my dying breath. I am ready. Even if I am the last man standing. None can help me.
But I said, if you can't beat my trusted officer, how dare you think you can fight me?
I am ready. I am ready. Mine.
Nice.
What you can do.
It's over, boy. It's only a matter of time now. Look at this man floating in the air. He can't even.
Shall not fall. Shall not bend the knee. I will stand on this land I have sworn to defend. An opening. I see you.
dodge that though. Sit down, boy. Who you think you used to be before you was born? Hey, y'all get ready to charge him. So now he just gets to develop a thing like Lulu. Nah, I told y'all I was way better than y'all, bro.
I am ready.
Y'all were no match for me, Johnny. Come on, bro.
No.
Yes. Don't say no. Say yes.
You fight well, but I will not give up. You hear me? Not while my blade is unbroken. Not while life still flickers within me.
You thought you could handle me, huh? Let me see. 262, 222 on twin pikes. And on a spear. Yeah, so some pretty good weapons. What activate 3 battle art chains? So what happens now? South, we took back Xiapi.
Such spirit.
Yeah, but see, spirit wouldn't make you invincible like that, you know? Just because he wills himself not to be defeated doesn't mean he can beat 1,000
Lord
men.
Guan Yu. The castle has already fallen. Surrender at once.
Never. I shall fight to my last breath.
You would dishonor yourself out of stubborn pride, breaking your vow to your sworn brothers that you would die together, defying your duty to protect that which Liu Bei entrusted to you. Would your honor truly allow that?
I need 3 promises from you. I will surrender to the Emperor, not to Lord Cao Cao. No harm shall come to the family of Liu Bei. And the moment I find my brothers, I shall run to their side.
You have my word. I shall convey your wishes to...
I accept those terms. How outstanding to have a renowned hero such as you on our side.
Let's see, cut him down right
May
now.
our acquaintance be long and fruitful.
Cut him down right now and Wei is done, right? Well, not really. He'll be dead. Liu Bei will be sworn in.
So, Yuan Shao's forces remain inert.
Not that they had a choice in the matter. Yuan Shao is afraid of making mistakes. For that reason, he will always try to make the safe choice, leaving him unable to act upon the sudden changes of war.
You know what? I didn't even think about that. If he's indecisive, he just won't do anything at all.
Making the safe choice isn't always a bad thing, but it's hardly a strategy befitting the times. Being able to move quickly at the expense of some griping is by far the wiser choice.
Yuan Shao's lordly decision to always pursue the best option is both his strength and his weakness. Using that weakness to our advantage may allow us to decimate his massive army.
You know what I think made Cao Cao the better of the three? It wasn't... I think it was because, like, you see he has all these good strategists. Jun Yu, Guo Jia, and this other guy. But I think it was also the fact that Cao Cao was also a good strategist himself. And Liu Bei and Sun Quan, they weren't... They needed... Sun Quan needed Zhou Yu and Lu Jun because he wasn't a good strategist. Liu Bei needed Zhuge Liang because he wasn't a good strategist. But Cao Cao was also a good strategist. So I think that's why Wei, went as far as they did.
That should be enough for now. Let us return to you so that we can prepare for what is to come.
Alright, so...
There are plenty of marshes and rivers around here, so you get people falling in from time to time.
More and more people are losing their families as the fighting goes on.
Speak to Xiahou Dun. 219, but why don't they ever have the bow staff in here? That's what kind of annoys me. Like, where's the staff at, bro? Or am I tripping and just don't see it? Yeah, like they don't ever have the staff in the shop. That's the weapon I've been wanting to play with the most, but they don't ever have it in the shop. So it's like, what's the point? But apparently I have equipment in here that's stronger than this. And let me check the battle axe. Yeah, 222. But there's also this. I think I'll stick with the battle axe. Can I unequip the horse? But if I unequip the horse, Mahogany? Whoa, his speed is 22, but his is 29. But he has 4 endurance more. I'll equip him. Alright, let me save just in case, just to make sure. And one last thing, there are no stories about my past. Alright. So in that case, let me head on over to the next story mission.
What does peace even look like?
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
Do they have the staff in here? No? So they just don't have one. Alright.
I see Cao Cao's old habits are back in force.
You talking about with Guan Yu?
He's been trying this way and that to bring Guan Yu under his command. They say he's given him all sorts of treasures, even the fabled red hair.
But I wanted that horse.
Too bad. Once Cao Cao has his mind set on something, it rarely changes. Though, if you ask me, it would have been better if you had gotten the horse.
Exactly, I could get around the battlefield faster, you know what I'm saying?
I doubt Guan Yu would change allegiances over mere flattery. And if I'm right, the enemy just gained another weapon. I just hope it doesn't come back to haunt us later.
What perfect timing. Lord Cao Cao has called for you. We must hurry.
Let me guess. Guan Yu. Spotted Liu Bei.
I have a question. Were you close to Guan Yu?
We've been friends for a long while. Actually, Guan Yu was the one I met first.
Oh, I see. Guan Yu is a man of integrity. I imagine he will want to return to Liu Bei's side, but it would be a shame if such talent were lost along with Liu Bei's life. If possible, I would like him to join my forces. I had hoped that if you knew him well, you might be able to think of a way to win him over.
I don't think it's possible. If we knew where Liu Bei was? If we knew where Liu Bei was, that wouldn't change anything, right? He would just go to Liu Bei's side. But let's see what happens if I say this.
I had the same thought. As long as Liu Bei's whereabouts are unknown, there is little Guan Yu can do. If we can kill Liu Bei before Guan Yu finds him, then he will have no choice but to join us.
That's actually not true because you remember he swore to die on the same day as Liu Bei. So if anything, he'll just be like, I failed my brother and fight to the death.
That said, we are no closer to finding Liu Bei than he is. Before anything else, I want to know what Guan Yu is thinking. The moment our army has a chance to rest, I'd like you to find that out for me.
I'll see what I can do, man. I'll see what I can do.
What? You're asking if I want to continue serving Lord Cao Cao? Certainly. He has been incredibly generous and has treated Liu Bei's family well. That is a debt I must repay in full before I leave. But I do not intend to stay here long. I will leave as soon as I know where my brother has gone. I, Guan Yu, will stand with Liu Bei until my death. That is an oath I will not break.
Is it me or did his beard get longer? You cannot work with Cao Cao?
That is not the issue. My loyalty is with Liu Bei. Simple as that. Liu Bei is weaker than Lord Cao Cao. A cause for concern in some ways, I admit. Whenever he sees others suffering or in misery, he is driven to help them, heedless of logic.
And that's the problem, right? That's the problem. I don't know if you guys remember when in Black Myth Wukong, when that Yao Guai washed up on shore and they were gonna eat him. That poor village was gonna eat him, but he cut himself and showed that like gems and diamonds and gold was pouring out instead of guts. And so what happened? They gave it to the poor people, and then the poor people formed cliques and a government, and then next thing you know, there was a corrupt government in rule on that small island. Pretty much he was proving that they were corrupt but the Taoist that was with him was saying it's not that they are corrupted by, you know, the gold and the diamonds and stuff, it's how it's administered. So if Liu Bei would just rush in and without any thought on how to fix things, or let me just go in here and eliminate everything, right? Like with the yellow turbans, you go and eliminate the yellow turbans, but only Cao Cao thought about, well, who's gonna rule once the yellow turbans are gone? Who's gonna rule in the place of the Han? Because the Han created the yellow turbans, so the Han has to go. But once you get rid of the Han, once you get rid of Dong Zhuo, who's gonna take his place? You know, you gotta think about that whenever you're talking about revolutions and stuff like that. If you take out, even if you take out a tyrannical ruler, if you don't put something in its place, it's gonna be more chaotic after the tyrannical ruler is dead than when he was there.
Because of that, we, and Liu Bei himself, have had to endure countless hardships. Some may see that as foolishness. Others may jeer, calling it a lack of principle. But Liu Bei knows the suffering of the people. He knows the cries of the destitute who lack the power to act. I believe that is the quality necessary to bring an end to these times of war.
The only thing I will give Liu Bei over Cao Cao is Liu Bei actually cares about human life to an extent. Like, there is a line he won't cross. But as you saw with Cao Cao, he was like, okay, my dad died, let me use that to take this land from this guy. You know? And I think that's a bit extreme.
Forgive my prattle, but those are my thoughts in full. I presume you came here at Lord Cao Cao's behest to see where I stand. If you would, please tell him that I am sorry.
Well, you're not completely dumb then if you figured that out. You know what I'm saying?
Lord Guan Yu, I hear that Lord Liu Bei is still missing. I cannot imagine how that must feel. But I am happy that I could fight alongside you once more. And I say that in earnest.
I cannot thank you enough for saving my life and the lives of my brother's family.
No need. The loss of a warrior such as yourself would be a loss to the entire realm. You said the same to me once.
Zheng Liao.
I echo that sentiment. Lord Guan Yu, you are worthy of our respect, and I am glad we could speak once more.
Lord Shi Huang.
My training with you was my salvation when I lost my way.
Can someone help me with this? You saw he just called him Shi Huang, but it's spelled X-U. Now there's a province called Shu Province that they say Shu Province that's spelled X-U. So how is it that X-U is Shi for his name, but Shu for the province? Is it a different dialect?
At the risk of sounding presumptuous, I hope our presence here eases your suffering even a little.
Aye. We may have different reasons and circumstances, but we are all warriors climbing the same peak. If we train and continue to better our minds and bodies, a path may one day present itself.
I am beyond grateful to both of you. Let us spar, that I may reforge my wavering mind.
Nothing would bring me more joy.
Why would you want to reforge his wavering mind? If his mind is wavering, let it waver. What's wrong with y'all? Now, before I talk to Guojia, is my did any more stuff about my past show up? Nothing? Alright. Actually, I might have to end it here because I'm like 5 minutes at time.
Yuan Shao's forces gathered around Baima greatly outnumber our own. They must be trying to quash our potential strategies with sheer numbers.
Be that as it may, any commander who would lead such a massive army is bound to let his hubris get the better of them. We must discover and strike at where they have been negligent. The question is how?
Send a small force to ambush them? No. It would be but a momentary diversion against an army that large. Though if we can separate their forces, we may be able to take them down one group at a time.
Separate them how? I doubt Yuan Shao would be easily fooled.
If one wants to catch a catfish sleeping at the bottom of a pond, one must use valuable bait.
Bait?
Very well. I will join the assault. Then even Yuan Shao will panic and send his army.
See, like Cao Liu Bei wouldn't be willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm questioning whether or not to go ahead and start this battle because I'm at time. But
What does
if I
peace even
spend
look like?
if I spend time questioning it, that's more time I could be actually spending in the fight itself. So
Lord Shunyo becomes a different person.
the battle of Baima and Yanjin. Let's do it.
Let's begin.
This will be our first engagement with Yuan Shao. Jia Shu, Jun Yu, tell us your plan for the encounter.
Yes.
Sure, I'll take it from here. Yuan Shao has moved. Whoa, look at their army versus ours. His army southward from Hebei, with the intention of subjugating Lord Cao Cao and claiming the land for himself. And they plan on starting with Baima Castle. The army surrounded the place, and they're practically camping at the bit chomping at the bit. Does they say champing? Champing at the bit to get in. That's why we'll take out their commander, Yan Liang. Protecting Baima will assure our victory right at the outset of this fight. We're obviously done for if we lose Lord Cao Cao, so this plan turns that logic on its head. Lord Cao Cao will be acting as a decoy, drawing the enemy away from the castle toward Yanjin. As their encirclement breaks, a detachment will come out and we will come cut down Yan Liang. I'd say Lord Zhang Liao and Lord Guan Yu are the right men for the job.
Got it.
Understood. I shall commit the totality of my strength to the task. And I shall use the battle to repay the hospitality of Lord Cao Cao has shown me. Even spread thin, the enemy has overwhelming numbers in Baima. A surprise attack would work well to whittle them down. But to keep Yuan Shao's forces around the castle unaware of our approach, we will have to dispose of any foes on the road with the utmost haste.
Yes.
It shall be done. To ensure the success of the ambush, we must also assail Yanjin with considerable forces. To put this off on both fronts, our reinforcements must be accurate and adaptable. We're expecting a lot from you on that front, Shadow. You can leave it to me. That's what I like to hear. This is the extent of our strategy. Lord Cao Cao will return the floor to you. Indeed, the battle against Yuan Shao has only just begun. We must start off strong to gain and maintain the upper hand.
Listen.
I'm ready to put my life on the line to win this battle. I hope I can count on all of you to do the same. If I'm going to be using twin axes, I don't need Zhang Liao. I'll use Xiahou Dun. Alright. Let's do it.
My might shall illuminate the path to victory.
Now should I...
Now go.
I wonder, should I break my formation?
I will act.
Because if I break my formation and attack these guys... Oh wait, I'm supposed to? Oh, okay, so I can do that.
Lure away their main force. You take a detached force to drive through the gap and relieve Baima Castle.
Those are Cao Cao's forces, headed for Baima Castle. I have to warn Lord Yin Liang.
Great. I hope they can stop him in time.
If they inform the main force of our position, we will lose the advantage of surprise. Quickly, pursue them!
We will keep the enemy at bay. You must hurry to Lord Yin Liang's side. March forward!
The enemy officer
Cao Cao
has been defeated.
is headed for Yanjin. We cannot let this opportunity go to waste. We shall send our troops to target him. We march at once!
The strength of Yuan Shao's forces lies in their inexhaustible numbers. They seem to be pouring out from the fort in an endless stream. We should first focus our efforts on taking the fort. That will force them to change their strategy.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Lord Cao Cao's renown makes him an excellent decoy. Just look at the size of the force they've sent after him. With this many of their soldiers here, Baima should be relatively unguarded. Our task is to do all that we can to protect Lord Cao Cao.
Don't worry, I got this.
Numbers matter not, for I will never falter. Enough wisdom and courage. There is always a path to victory.
Let's march!
My lord, a battalion of Cao Cao's forces are advancing on this position. You must prepare to meet him in battle.
You have done well to warn us. Men, prepare to counterattack!
So they have spotted our advance.
Yeah, but y'all are trash.
But to cut through their ranks with a frontal assault. Now is the time to attack. Forward!
Bro, stop running from me like a coward.
We are providing aid in this battle in accordance with our pledge to the people of the North. However, seeing as Cao Cao is loyal to the Han court, we have no objections to taking his life.
Is that the Guardian of Peace? I thought they were dead.
We cannot let them cut off our reinforcements. We must reclaim it.
Oh my gosh.
Behold, Allied forces are marching to our aid. This will be enough to break the siege. Stand strong. Our victory is imminent.
Oh Lord, Cao Cao, a great debt of gratitude. This battle is my chance to repay it with my blade.
All my might.
I want all the smoke. Everybody come at me.
Everyone, you! Fight me! You think you are strong enough?
Cao Cao, you are a snake guarding the corrupt throne to satisfy your endless avarice. Chaos has stricken the land, and the tears of the weak pool at the feet of the Emperor. That is why you must be eliminated.
Let's go.
To bring peace.
Do not know who you are or from where you hail, but you seem to be driven by a strong conviction.
Let's get serious.
Could be. No.
That's right. Zuli Wan is here.
Is insufficient for a comeback.
Let's start the advance.
Let's go. I want to fight you right now, boy. Let's go.
I'm falling back for now. I must leave the rest to you.
An opening!
Let's get serious. All my might.
Come on, get up, boy. This ain't. To be sure, that's not all you got.
Fight to bring glory to our forces.
I have conquered this area.
To be sure, that's not all you got. You gotta have more than
the
this.
advance.
This is too good to be true. The enemy's massive force is beginning to crumble all on its own.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Say goodnight, boy. How dare the Guardians of Peace betray me?
The officer has been defeated.
Of the sacred bird, Luan. Lord loves eyes. Yes. You must be.
I've been waiting for this.
All my might.
This seems to be evenly matched. The enemy officer
Have to work hard to gain the upper
defeated.
hand.
Oh, you finally showed up, huh? Let's go.
Here's the resistance is futile. Let's start the advance.
Bro, y'all pausing the screen is preventing me from being able to block.
All my might.
To arm! Onward to glory! Break through the enemy lines before they can counter on our assault!
The time is right. We should attack now.
Normally, one seeks to overcome their opponent on the battlefield through superior resources. You, on the other hand, depend on your wits and courage.
Let's get serious.
You may be my enemy, but I do admire your will to fight. You might even color me intrigued by it.
Ambush here? Of all places? We must recover morale.
What good is a chariot against a tornado, boy?
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. I've been waiting for this. An opening.
Predictable. Got this.
Predictable, huh?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The enemy forces of Yanjin have greatly diminished. We will finish them off in one final assault.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's get serious.
Y'all stop running like cowards, bro. Y'all had the numbers.
The enemy officer.
Hard work has borne fruit. Now we can show what we're truly capable of.
The enemy officer.
There's no virtue in dying so good. I shall retreat and fight another day.
I expected more out of an officer.
Man, they are beating him down, bro. Look at this. What is going on here?
Let's get serious.
An opening.
Looking rough. Looking rough. Got this.
Ain't nobody scared of you, boy. I don't know who you thought you used to be.
All my might.
No. Who did you thought you was, boy? Who did you thought you was?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Oh, why did it have to end like this?
What? Wencho has fallen. This is not possible. What on earth happened?
Sure, you a thing or two, so I don't know who you thought you used to be.
I could foresee losing either Yanliang or Wencho, but for both to have been slain, you fought well this time, Cao Cao. But this brings you no closer to matching our might. In the end, there can only be one victor, and that will be me!
Winning the first battle bodes very well for our side, but overcoming their greater numbers will prove to be difficult. This is not where we will strike the final blow. We will pull our forces back for now.
So we managed to at least push away. And he lost 2 major generals at the same time. I can actually, let me see, increase endurance accumulation, yeah. So now I'm on the last Lucy rank.
This was a great victory, and it is owed to your wisdom and strength.
We are humble, but it is not yet over, my lord.
Aye. We've swatted away some of their troops, but the flow of the battle has not yet shifted.
It looks like Yuan Shao is continuing his march south. They will overrun us if we do not intercept them.
To defeat a large army, we must first take advantage of the terrain. We will draw back the front line to Guandu. There, we shall make our stand against Yuan Shao.
That night, yeah, what's up with the Guardian of Peace trying to kill Cao Cao? Like, did someone call for me? Why did old dude tell me to pick Cao Cao if that's what I thought, if they're gonna send the Guardians of Peace after me? Like, what?
Zuluan, it's been too long.
Is he the grown-up version of Zud, whatever his name was?
So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were?
Who are you, boy?
What are you saying, Zuluan? Don't tell me. You've forgotten who I am.
Instead of saying this, why don't you just say, I am such and such?
You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han.
Well then give me my memories, chump, since you got them.
You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful, Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on, or to pursue true peace?
Is this that little chump? Because if it is, I'm glad I beat you down.
If you can't remember, then let me remind you.
Finally.
Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
This is the problem with all those...
Are you crying? Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
This is the problem with all those I can't remember my past type stories.
Are you crying? I'm fine. Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
Is it me or does she look like Diao Chan? And they still don't show the player how he survived a fire. And it still doesn't show why he lost his memories.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone.
And why do I look exactly the same whereas you've grown up?
Maybe I was being foolish. Desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. If you insist on following the Han and allying with Cao Cao, then I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. You must remember who the Han are to us. Well, the point may be moot if Cao Cao is crushed by Yuan Shao in the next battle. I look forward to seeing him struggle.
So that is that. So I can only...
Even with such an eminent family.
Alright, so then that only leaves... First of all, that only leaves assumptions, but I can only assume by this that the Han actually betrayed the Guardians of Peace, and they're the ones who burned down the village. Simply because, if you remember, the Guardians of Peace kept a child that the Han wanted dead, and so they were like, we don't kill children or whatnot, so they decided to keep the person in the village, and then the Han found out, and I guess they went down and attacked the village. But here's where this moron is wrong. Cao Cao is not the Han. He's just using the Han Emperor because apparently there's still a lot of people loyal to him. So, and like he said before, they need a figurehead to look up to, and this Han Emperor will be that. But as you know, if you know the Three Kingdoms, eventually the Han Emperor becomes obsolete. You know? So yeah, I'm gonna keep following this path, and if I meet you on the battlefield again, I'm gonna beat you up again. It's just that simple. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'm way over time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And until next time, you guys know what to do. Actually, yeah. You know what to do. Always and forever, stay blessed.